What is really happening in the Horn of Africa right now? Why are global powers like the United States, China, France, and Turkey suddenly focusing on Somalia and Somaliland? And how could decisions made this week change security, elections, diplomacy, and the future of millions of people? Stay with Africa Timeline, because in the next 15 minutes, we break down the 12 most important and shocking developments from Somalia and Somaliland, all in one powerful report.
Turkey has officially started construction of a satellite and rocket launch site on Somalia's Indian Ocean coast. The project is backed by Turkish aerospace giant Baykar and supported by the Turkish government, giving Ankara its first independent platform for orbital space launches. Experts say this development is not just about space, it's about power, surveillance, and future missile capability. Countries such as the United States, China, France, and Israel are closely monitoring the project. Somalia's strategic location near the equator provides Turkey with a major advantage in the global space race. This move also strengthens Turkey's influence in Somalia, where it already plays a key role in security, military training, and infrastructure development. The new spaceport could potentially reshape the balance of power in the region, both on Earth and in space.
The United Nations Security Council has unanimously renewed the mandate of the Sanctions panel monitoring Al-Shabaab. This decision strengthens international efforts against the militant group by extending naval inspections, enforcing the arms embargo, banning charcoal exports, and tightening controls on explosive materials. The move comes as Somalia continues to intensify military operations. Officials report more than 220 airstrikes since February, targeting militants and causing significant casualties. The international community emphasizes that cutting off Al-Shabaab's funding and access to weapons remains a top priority in ensuring regional stability and security.
After 2 years of reduced support, the European Union is set to announce fresh funding for the African Union Support and Stabilization Mission in Somalia, AUSSOM, in early 2026. The mission has faced a serious financial crisis after the EU halted direct funding in 2025, leaving AUSSOM struggling to cover its operations. Despite an annual budget of over $166 million, current contributions have fallen far short. The return of EU funding is seen as a major strategic shift, potentially stabilizing Somalia's security operations and strengthening regional peace efforts. Analysts say this move could reignite momentum for AUSSOM and improve coordination with Somali authorities. The international community is watching closely as this funding could have significant implications for stability in Somalia and the broader Horn of Africa.
The president of Somaliland, Abdirahman Mohamed Abdullahi Iro, welcomed a large French delegation in Hargeisa to discuss expanding cooperation in diplomacy, trade, culture, tourism, and investment. France praised Somaliland's peace, democracy, and stability, while Somaliland highlighted opportunities for economic partnerships that could boost growth and development. The discussions also emphasized the importance of protecting Somaliland's ancient heritage, including the world-renowned Las Gil archaeological site, which holds centuries-old rock paintings. Officials from both sides expressed optimism that this visit would strengthen bilateral ties and pave the way for increased collaboration in multiple sectors. Analysts say this could enhance Somaliland's international profile while attracting more foreign investment.
During a recent US Senate debate, Senator Ted Cruz declared that Somaliland is a key partner for American maritime security in Africa. He emphasized Somaliland's strategic location on the Gulf of Aden, noting its crucial role in counter-terrorism and anti-piracy operations. Cruz stressed that Somaliland's stability makes it a reliable partner for safeguarding international shipping routes and regional security. The senator called on the US administration to seriously consider recognizing Somaliland, describing it as a strategic move to counter growing Chinese influence in Africa. Analysts say this recognition could strengthen bilateral ties, enhance US presence in the region, and provide critical support to Somaliland's security and economic development. Cruz's statements underscore the geopolitical importance of Somaliland and signal a potential shift in American policy towards the Horn of Africa.
The president of Somaliland, Abdirahman Mohamed Abdullahi Iro, has announced a major government reshuffle, replacing governors in 5 key regions. The affected regions include Awdal, Sahel, Sanaag, Dad Madhid, and Salal. The decision marks one of the most significant administrative changes under the current leadership. According to official statements, the reshuffle aims to strengthen governance, improve public service delivery, and consolidate central authority across the regions. Newly appointed governors have been ordered to complete official handovers within 3 days and immediately assume their duties. Political analysts say the move could help enhance administrative efficiency, security coordination, and regional development. The Somaliland government expressed confidence that the changes will lead to better performance and improved services for citizens. For more breaking news and in-depth African coverage, subscribe to Africa Timeline and stay informed.
President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud has announced that all future elections in Somalia will be conducted using the newly issued voter identification card. The decision marks a major shift toward a one-person, one-vote system, representing the country's first nationwide electoral process of this kind in more than 50 years. According to the president, the new voter card system is designed to improve transparency, credibility, and public trust in Somalia's electoral process. The rollout will begin with a pilot phase during local government elections in the Banada region, including Mogadishu. Officials say the pilot will help test logistics, security, and voter registration procedures before expanding the system nationwide. If successful, the reform could reshape Somalia's political future and strengthen citizen participation in governance.
Concerns are growing ahead of the upcoming Banaadir local elections, as only about 200,000 voter identification cards have been issued so far. This is despite nearly 1 million citizens reportedly registering to vote, raising fears that a large number of eligible voters may be unable to participate in the elections scheduled for December 25th. The situation has sparked debate among political observers and civil society groups, who warn that the delays could undermine voter confidence and affect the credibility of the electoral process. In response, the National Electoral Commission has acknowledged initial technical and logistical challenges, but insists that most of the issues have now been resolved. Election officials say efforts are underway to speed up card distribution before polling day. However, critics argue that without timely action, many voters could be left out, potentially impacting turnout and public trust in the vote.
Somalia's Prime Minister, Hamza Abdi Bare, has approved the issuance of official government certificates to 28,000 students who missed national examinations in 2015 and 2016. The affected students were unable to receive certification due to disruptions at the time, leaving many without formal recognition of their academic achievements. Remarkably, some of these students have since gone on to earn master's degrees and even PhDs, yet continue to lack the official certificates required for employment and professional advancement. The Prime Minister's decision is being hailed as a historic correction of a long-standing injustice, restoring educational rights to thousands of Somali citizens. Officials say the move will help unlock career opportunities, improve access to public service jobs, and strengthen trust in national institutions. Education advocates welcomed the announcement, calling it a major step toward fairness and inclusion in Somalia's education system.
The Somali government has strongly denied claims made by Israeli officials suggesting the existence of secret communications between the two sides. In an official statement, Somali authorities rejected the allegations as false and misleading, stressing that there are no diplomatic or political ties with Israel. Government officials reaffirmed Somalia's long-standing and firm support for the Palestinian people, describing the Palestinian cause as a central principle of Somali foreign policy. The statement emphasized that Somalia has never recognized Israel and does not engage in any form of official or unofficial diplomatic relations. The denial comes amid rising regional tensions and growing security concerns in the Middle East, which have fueled speculation about shifting alliances. Somali leaders insisted that their position remains unchanged, clear, and consistent, despite regional and international pressures. The government urged the public and international media to rely on verified information and avoid spreading unconfirmed reports. For more breaking news and in-depth African coverage, subscribe to Africa Timeline.
Jubaland President Ahmed Mohamed Islam Madobe has met with senior United Nations and European Union officials in Nairobi as political tensions continue to rise in Somalia. The discussions focused on Somalia's ongoing political crisis and the planned opposition conference scheduled to take place in Kismayo. According to sources familiar with the talks, the meeting also addressed concerns over electoral preparations, political inclusivity, and stability ahead of upcoming elections. The engagement highlights the growing involvement of international partners as Somalia approaches a critical political period. Observers say the talks reflect increasing uncertainty and deepening divisions within the Somali political landscape. No official details were released following the meeting, but all sides emphasized the importance of dialogue and peaceful political processes.
The African Development Bank has approved more than $76 million to support major infrastructure development in Somalia. The funding will be used to upgrade key road networks and strengthen trade corridors linking Somalia, Ethiopia, and Djibouti. According to the bank, the project aims to boost regional integration, reduce economic fragility, and enhance cross-border trade across the Horn of Africa. Improved road connectivity is expected to lower transport costs, expand market access, and support economic recovery in border regions. Officials say the investment will also help promote stability by creating jobs and improving access to essential services. Regional partners welcomed the decision, describing it as a major step toward deeper economic cooperation and long-term development.
From space ambitions to elections, diplomacy, and security, Somalia and Somaliland are increasingly at the center of global attention. Stay informed with trusted, in-depth African breaking news by subscribing to Africa Timeline. Turn on notifications so you never miss updates on political developments, economic projects, and regional security. Africa Timeline, bringing Africa's story straight to you.